So glad you're with us. So glad you're with us. This is an annual birthday event, but usually we're doing it in the house. And today we're doing it this way through Zoom. But what's amazing about this is that folks who would not be able to come to the house are here, are here. We have folks all the way from Santa Cruz in LA, Maine, Wisconsin, Minnesota, various places in Florida, North Carolina, all over the country. And it is fantastic. It is fantastic. So again, what this has enabled us to do is collaborate as artists. The question was, how are we going to do this? How are we going to do this without being in the same room with each other and without being able to really hear each other and do it at the same time? So this amazingly talented cast has found ways, and it has been really, for me, a pioneer experience. It has been so gratifying to be able to find ways. And I'll just tell you just quickly a couple of things. One of us in the cast, his house and his music studio was hit by lightning. All the electronics and music equipment fried 2 weeks ago. And he is here today. He has made it work. He has figured it out, gotten equipment, so he can be here today. And every single one of the performers today, they have figured out ways to, again, when we first started working with this, we couldn't hear the guitar chords. We couldn't hear the drums because Zoom is a talking platform made for conferencing. Zoom, at this point, hears music as extraneous sound, as sound to be canceled. So in order to hear music, Charlie helped me figure out what to do on the settings in audio to be able to hear music. Every single one of these performers has bought equipment so that we could hear them, we could hear their vocals, we could hear their instruments today. And it has been such a creative time that I really feel during this pandemic, we have now found this new, quote unquote, unexplored frontier of Zoom. And this is what we could do today. I mean, look at this, all of you from all over the country, including the kids and the cats and the dogs. It's so, so good. Can you give me a thumbs up? Can I hear you? Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. Okay. A couple of things is this. All right. Before I start, and I also just want to say that Jasbir Kaur, who's a gong player who is here, said, when I was talking to her about how are we going to do this? She said that today's celebration is like a container for water. All of us here today is like a container for water, and it will fill up the shape of what it is. It will fill up the shape of what it is. So my cup's overflowing with you. Since the pandemic started, I've longed to be in water, immersed and floating. Helen and I were born on an island, grew up on a river, and ever since have lived on or near water. Our grandfather was a tugboat captain, our father was a treasure diver, and our mother and grandmothers brought us to beaches ever since we were in utero. That need to be around water led me to Florida and California and the South Pacific with 36 university students to be in Australia, New Zealand, Fiji, and Tahiti. In 2008, it led me to Hawaii to swim with these spinner dolphins that you see over here, and to the Bahamas to swim with spotted dolphins, and Panama City to swim with bottlenose, and various places to be with sea turtles. It led me to be an Alligator Point sea turtle patroller and help usher these gorgeous loggerhead hatchlings into the sea, and they have an unerring sense of direction. We got to swim over nurse sharks in Bimini. And Helen and I, several years ago, jumped into a bay off the Yucatan with the biggest fish in the ocean, whale sharks. And once, by accident, this is what I saw. The most, let's see if I can get its eye for you. The most terrifying and one of the most terrifying and awe-inspiring experiences I ever had was coming eye to eye with this juvenile humpback whale. Now, this is what I think. I believe that there's great wisdom in the ocean. Our octogenarian National Explorer in Residence, Sylvia Earle, says this about the oceans, that the oceans are the blue heart of our planet, that the oceans are the blue heart of our planet. I have read that oceanographers tell us that the oceans are an undiscovered country. They're more than that. They're undiscovered frontiers. And NOAA has said that if NOAA is the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, I've read that if NOAA had 1 year of NASA's budget, that NOAA could be financed for 1,600 years. So we need the oceans, we need water. It's primal. It's where we start our lives. It's where we can breathe underwater. It's when we're embryos, we have gills. The only thing I remember after being in PS 26's elementary school auditoriums where they would show those grainy black and white science films is this. It has resounded for years, and it's our blood is the same composition as seawater. We share the same skeletal structure with manatees in our hands. Helen Keller, through her blindness, deafness, and muteness, her very first word was water. We are webbed. We've learned to have fins, baptisms, christenings, kids running into waves, surfing, the bubbling up, that joy, and that fierce, ferocious power that those of us who live on coasts know so well. Most of my work over decades has been touched by water. These 11 pieces have been culled from work written from 1996 to this March. And I want to thank you from my heart for being here today to gather together through this most challenging time in our planet. Today is about celebrating because we want to and because we can. Right now, this is where we swim, float, and dance. Thank you so deeply. Now, let's enter those waves together. To water, a celebration.
The waves of water find you. You walk, and your skin drips tears. You bend, and are a waterfall. A whirlpool spins when you turn. You run, and a tsunami rises. You fall and flow to ocean, whose waters lift you to cloud, where you are rain which soaks the earth to become the spring that cradles your face when you kneel to drink, which soaks the earth to become the spring that cradles your face when you kneel to drink.
The Yankee lunches with the pirate. Two tiny tendril black-beard braids frame a heart-lined face. His smile immediately southern. Mirror practiced. His eyes coast deeper than hazel. Seem black when I remember them. He performs his role naturally, is even costumed for the part. A century late, he is dressed in tri-cornered, skull-and-crossboned airs, illuminating the sun-frizzled ribbon hair. The gold circle earring that costs more than all my jewelry. The old ghost of a sailor's hat, his mark. A steady current of sea tales, his gentleman's rogue's seamless monologue. I have heard how he swims wintry storms to rescue wayward boats, mud-sucked anchors. The more violent the skies and waves, the more eagerly he courts them. His machined fins as powerful as a great white's. He has balanced between high and low water for half a day, wrestling barracuda for the kill. He dusts off my chair with his handkerchief, hoists up to get me a glass of water with lime. He's on the deck and place of time. When with a lady, manners mattered, and his are white gloved. The deliberate way he cuts and eats his fried grouper is as precise as the way he chooses his moves. He is well contained in his compact space of ship life. Muscles slice his shirt. I would like to say his words might not cut as clearly as cutlass. I would like to say I didn't shiver and lean in for the storm when he touched my arm to underline the story. I would like to say I didn't imagine how that boat-living ocean sway might have shaped his legs for loving, how I might have welcomed the waves they gave rise to, how the white sails might have swelled and lifted through the rigging, and the gulls cried out their hunger. As we spent the night together, walking the plank and rising.
You know, I listened to this little song this morning and it made me want to dance. You want to dance too? Does it make you want to dance? I think we should all get up and dance to the gray-bearded Bahamian fisherman sings while bicycling down Roosevelt Boulevard. Yeah, so everybody dance now. Honey, you want some peace and quiet? Give me a piece, I'll give you quiet. Honey, you want peace and quiet? Yeah, give me a piece and I'll be quiet. Okay, kids. Okay, calm down now. We got the big finish coming up here. You ready? Okay. Honey, you want peace and quiet? Give me a piece and I'll be quiet.
My Valentino bags were packed. We had tickets to the moon and back. I thought the money could set us free, but I wish he were leaving with me. She's taken him to Mallorca. She's taken him to Mallorca. They're having tea with Lorca and gonna ride the Orca, and then he's gonna... She's taken him to Mallorca. We had passports to the Milky Way and back. Our overloaded bags were stacked. I thought the gold bars would set us free, but I wish he were leaving with me. She's taken him to Mallorca. She's taken him to Mallorca. They're smoking tea with orcas, writing valentines with Lorca, and then he's gonna... She's taken him to Mallorca. Guitarra solo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're coming out. He's taking her to Mallorca. He's taking her to Mallorca. They're hiding out with Lorca, writing valentines to orcas, and then he's gonna... He's taking her to Mallorca. He's taking her to Mallorca. Not Corsica or Malta, and certainly not New York. He's taking her to Mallorca. He's taking her to Mallorca. He's taking her to Mallorca. Da 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 da.
Dusk for Grandmother Mary. In long lines, hundreds of bluebill birds pepper the gulf. Good night. Pleasant dreams.
Sing me sweet, sing me broken, sing me cracked, sing me whole.
The river is deep, the river is wide, gotta get me to the other side.
The river runs, the river has tides. Are you waiting on the other side?
Sing me sweet, sing me broken, sing me cracked, sing me whole.
The river is deep, the river is wide. Gotta get me to the other side.
The river runs, the river has tides. Are you on the other side?
The river runs.
The river's wide.
The river's deep.
The river has tides.
You are waiting on the side.
I am waiting on the other side. Sing me sweet, sing me broken, sing me cracked, sing me whole. Sing me sweet, sing me broken, sing me cracked, sing me whole.
I have tried. First in your mother's bathtub, warm belly lake, that saline Gulf of Mexico. Then I gave you the fresh Kilvan Cull, your childhood's fluid creature, that backyard river offering unbordered territory to spill into and swim from clumsy seal pup girl to woman who spins and cleaves the waters like dolphin. I have always sent you my primal carriers, the whales, in dreams to seduce you with planet blues and greens that pull with the moon's gravity. I gave you the mighty Pacific, twice no less, before you woke up and really took notice. What can I say? It's time for us. My tridents shaking in you, Atlantis. My queen, you will recognize me, not in the trembling puddle you step over, but in the tidal wave that will sweep you off your feet.
I need you for this next piece. I need you. I need audience participation. And One day I heard Terry Gross on NPR say she always cringes when a performer asks for audience participation. But today, nobody has to see you, nobody has to hear you. So I would very much be appreciative if you could perform this with me. When I say, I'm going to say boom, boom. And when I get there, boom, boom, I would love for you to say shiver with me. Can we try that? Can we try it? Okay. I'm going to try to get you on thumbnail because I really want to see you. And I'm not able to do that. Great. But again, if you can, could you please put your microphones on mute? Oh, I would appreciate that. Thank you. Great. Great. Okay. All right, here we go. One and two and three. Why him, you ask? I say, I don't know why, but he's the one who takes me down to the Wakulla River. He's the one who makes me boom, boom.
Shiver.
Well, he's not real tall. He's kind of quiet and all, but he's the one that makes my heart thump and quiver. He's the one who takes me down to the Sopchoppy River. He's the one who makes me boom, boom, shiver, shiver. He's the one who turns my skin to brown. One whisper from him and my whole reason set sail. Is this way up? Which way is tails? Oh, yeah, he's a taker, but girl, what a giver. He's the one who takes me down to the Ochlockonee River. He's the one who makes me boom, boom,
Shiver.
Why him, you ask? I say, I don't know why. He's not real tall. He's kind of quiet and all, but he's the one who makes my heart thump and quiver. He's the one who takes me down to the Apalachicola River. He's the one who makes, let's give it, boom, boom. You ready? Shiver! Shiver! Shiver!
Shiver.
Woo!
At the water's edge, 50 sandpipers hop on one leg, tiny drums, my heart beats faster. Sandpipers hop on one leg, tiny drums, my heart beats faster. My heart beats faster. Tiny drums hop on one leg, 50 sandpipers. Thank you.
My sister, Helen, and my brother-in-law, Gary, live in the mountains of Saugerties, the Catskills, in the Hudson Valley. There's no internet there or cable. And this is what they have done. And I'm going to collaborate live with what they have done through a recording. So the first part of this, you will hear audio. You're going to hear my brother-in-law, Gary Gullo, on his Gibson ES 175 without amp. And you will hear Helen delivering Wings Cover Me. And I'm going to collaborate with them live. So let's see. Let's hope this is going to work. Give me just 1 minute. Okay. All right. Here we go. And I'm going to try to show you parts of this in the second half because what he's doing is so, so beautiful. All right. Let me get this.
In a blue, I only know from memory. The whole thing so complete.
Wings Cover Me in a blue. I only know from memory. The holding so complete.
I can only stay a moment before peering through letters as
I can only stay a moment before peering through feathers as blue as
my grandmother's water pitcher. The Earth's oceans. Space.
my grandmother's water pitcher, the Earth's oceans from space.
What is this? Lapis. Indigo. It's only there. In missing. That blue.
What is this lapis? Indigo. It's only there in missing.
Yes. That one. You know.
That blue. Yes, that one. You know.
You know. Yes, that one. That blue. It's only there in missing. Indigo. Lapis. What is this? The Earth's oceans from space? My grandmother's water pitcher? As blue as unfolding so complete. I only know from memory in a blue wings cover
Thank you, Helen and Gary. Wings cover me. Thank you. That was so moving. And thank you for being in the car. Helen and Gary are in the car so they could get good bandwidth right now, but they just don't have it in their house. So, wow, everybody. Wow, that's all I want to say.